Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Jay is off tonight. Well, it appears we have escaped record flooding over the holiday weekend, but authorities say we are not yet in the clear. 1 hour of storm this afternoon dropped more than 1 inch of rain across Yellowstone County. That amount more than doubles the record for today, but not the major event forecasters predicted to push the Yellowstone River to a historic high. Now tonight, a flood warning remains in effect for the Clarks Fork and Yellowstone rivers. Authorities asking residents and onlookers to please stay away from the dangerous water's edge. At this hour, the Yellowstone River is raging at 13 feet 3 inches. Billings National Weather Service says the Yellowstone will likely hit its highest point early Wednesday morning, peaking somewhere around 13.6. That's a much more manageable number than the 16 feet they were preparing for over the weekend. But just because it's better than it could have been does not mean it isn't serious.
You know, even if the water went down today, this is a top 10 historic crest on both the Yellowstone and the Clarks Fork of the Yellowstone River. So this, you know, even though we're talking a reduction in the threat, this was a significant event for the county. And we just want to say thank you to all the agencies that assisted.
Now, the Red Cross shelters in the Billings Heights and in Laurel have been put on standby, but officials say they can open up quickly if needed. As for the Clarks Fork of the Yellowstone, it is expected to reach record flood stage in Carbon and Yellowstone counties. Tonight, the water there is nearing 9 feet. It's projected to crest at 9.5. The previous record, 9.3. Carbon County authorities, lawmakers, and disaster emergency services experts met tonight in Fromberg because the Clarks Fork drainage snowpack is at 124%. The town of Fromberg is of primary concern as quite a bit of the town is within projected floodplain. Now, there are sandbags on pallets at the Fromberg Fire Hall ready to move out to wherever needed. Plus, authorities have set evacuation plans for everything east of 3rd Street if the river rises to a predetermined point. Now, other areas of concern are the sewage lagoons and water intakes of Fromberg, Belfry, Bridger, and Edgar. If evacuations become necessary in Fromberg, the high school gym will become a point of refuge. Q2 Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire monitoring this situation. Bob, we can see the impact of today's rain. How much exactly did we get?
Well, we got right a little over 1.13 inches of rain here in the Billings area. Other places did more. You'll notice that. Look at Sheridan, 145. These are our normally reporting regular stations, and you'll see a lot of places got a little bit of rain. Places like Glendive, 6100s, Miles City, 2800s. Now, let me show you some of the other places from our cooperative reservoirs. Look at Laurel, 4 miles southwest of Laurel, 2.52 inches of rain. Billings, 3 miles northwest, had 2 inches. Just north of the airport had 1.92. Baker, 2 miles southeast of Baker, had 1.75 inches, and Broadus had 1.70 inches. One of the big things that helped us this weekend was that the storm that came today took a later bust. It came in a day later. That allowed the rivers to drain just a little bit, and so they're not quite as bad as they were if they'd come in on Saturday or Sunday. Jeanelle?
All right. Thanks so much, Bob. Well, the search continues for a National Guard member and Air Force veteran who went missing Sunday night in a devastating flash flood in Ellicott City, Maryland. The city had barely recovered from a 2016 flood when high water struck again. Jeff Pegues is there.
In a devastating deja vu, raging rivers of water tore through the heart of Ellicott City, leaving homes and businesses flooded, and some residents scrambling for dry ground.
It's like up to the top of a door there.
Fire officials say about 300 people were rescued. 30 were in serious danger. Still unaccounted for, 39-year-old Edison Herman. The Army National Guard member was helping a woman find her pet when he was swept away. Rescue crews are checking these vehicles. They're checking this area, making sure that there is no one in any of these cars. Look at that one down there. It is filled with mud, rocks, other debris that it picked up as it was being dragged down this stream during the height of the storm. The historic Milltown went through what was supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime flood just 2 years ago. Some businesses had only recently reopened.
I would say that it's worse than it was in July of 2016.
You think so?
There's no question. The damage, it's worse.
The heavy rain propelled the floodwaters through Ellicott City, and now some backyards are covered in thick mud up to some windows and doors. Search crews are bringing in canine units to help find Edison Herman, who's now been missing for more than 24 hours. Jeff Begay's CBS News, Ellicott City, Maryland.
Now, hurricane season may not be for yet another 4 days, but Mother Nature just does not care. Subtropical storm Alberto made landfall on the Florida Panhandle late this afternoon. The first named storm of the season is turning out to be largely a rain event, but its effects will be felt all the way up into western Kentucky, where some areas in Alberto's path could get 6 inches of rainfall. Although the storm is expected to weaken, authorities are warning everyone to take precautions and to know the evacuation routes. Well, as the nation comes together on this Memorial Day, people all across the country pause to remember those who've served and died for our country.
Ready. Fire.
Ceremonies in Yellowstone County kicked off at 8 o'clock this morning at Veterans Park. Hosted by the VFW Post 6774, the ceremony included a volley salute, taps, wreath laying, and presentation of the flag. A display also offered a closer look at the number of troops that served and the lives lost since the Revolutionary War. Chaplain Jim Williams says the display is eye-opening. Ceremonies continued through the morning, including this one here at Riverside Cemetery in the Billings Heights. Led by the Marine Corps League, the traditional ceremony started with prayer. Memorial Day became an official federal holiday in 1971 and is observed on the last Monday of May. Well, flags and salutes flying high at the Yellowstone National Veterans Cemetery north of Laurel. Q2's Zoe Zandora was on hand for today's Pride and Remembrance.
Here's the note that was left under my truck windshield. Thank you for your service. Happy Memorial Day. They saw my veteran plates and wanted to thank me. What a simple, uplifting message.
On every last Monday in May, we find ourselves reflecting on the men and women who bravely serve today and those who have previously served our country. A day in which we pause, remember, and recognize service and commitment. A day when America celebrates liberty and freedom, honors selfless service, and most importantly, remembers brave men and women who have died in military service for the United States of America.
A day when Montana celebrates and remembers our heroes and those of our nation's unsung heroes. Aim, fire. Every one of them volunteered while knowing the world remains uncertain, as dictators and terrorists remain poised to threaten the very freedoms we have worked so hard to protect for generations. Memorial Day is a day of solemn mourning, but it also is a day of reverent celebration. A celebration of men and women who dared all, who gave all, so that we might continue to enjoy the freedoms and benefits of this great nation. So to that anonymous note writer, I say thank you. It is my honor to serve you, to serve this great state of Montana, and to serve our blessed United States of America.
In Laurel, Zoe Zandora, MTN News.
Thanks so much, Zoe. Well, today, President Trump also remembering those who've paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. The president took part in the annual laying of a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Ceremonies took front and center all across Washington, D.C., including the Vietnam Memorial and the World War II Memorial, where veterans honored their fallen comrades. Coming up on tonight's 10 o'clock news, Top of the World held a different meaning for Montana tourists in the 70s and 80s. Find out why. Plus, a little later, these photographs are hot, and they're doing it in the name of science. And in sports tonight, this Gatorade Basketball Player of the Year is donating her $1,000 award. Scott tells us where.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.